Hey there! In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 tricks to feel more joy in your life. And after the year that we've had in 2020, we can all use a little more joy, right? It's been a tough, rough year. And seeking joy in the middle of a tough time actually reminds me of an experience that I had many years ago where I was preparing to teach one of my laughter workshops, and I was greeting people as they came in the door, and this young woman wheeled her mother in a wheelchair, and the mom was hunched over and her face was and her head were down, and she had this miserable expression on her face. It just kind of looked hollow and deflated, and like every movement was a huge effort for her. And as I greeted them and talked to them a little bit, turns out she was in the middle of going through chemotherapy treatments, and it was really, really tough. And she was sharing with me how difficult it was, and you could see that her daughter was very worried about her. So the mom told me she wasn't sure how much she'd be able to participate as she told me what she was going through. And I said to her, don't worry about it. Just come and sit and enjoy the energy. And if you feel like joining in, join in. If you don't, that's okay too. Just sit and be and soak it up. So as a group, we all start going through the evening. We're laughing together, sharing, playing games. And as we're moving through the different activities, the mother starts to transform before our eyes. She starts sitting up straighter, smiling, laughing, joining in. Her face gets really animated. And by the end of the evening, she was absolutely luminous. Her face was shining, and she was just expressing such gratitude for being alive, for the gift of life. It was a beautiful, beautiful thing to witness. And when you think about tough times, you sometimes think that there's not space to be happy or to be joyful because you get so absorbed in the external circumstances and what's going on around you that you forget that it's even an option. But even during tough times, and I would say especially during tough times, that's the time to seek out ways to find enjoyment, or to find, if joy is too far a stretch, to find something that feels comforting or nurturing, to basically be proactive, to give yourself something that makes you feel a little bit better and even feel more joyful, even in the middle of it all. And that proactive piece, now I don't know if this woman said, hey, I'm going to get in this wheelchair and go to this event because I want to do something different, or if she did it to please her daughter because her daughter was obviously concerned about her. But it really doesn't matter. Either way, she got herself in that chair and into that room. She did something different. So whatever motivates you, if you are more motivated by pleasing or helping other people, then find a way to say to yourself, me being joyful is a service to the world, is a service to my loved ones. It is something I can give as a gift to shine more joy, more light into the world. And so in that case, being joyful, even if you're just being joyful for other people, you'll also be joyful for yourself. And that is a gift. So if that helps to motivate you, think of it that way. It's not selfish, it's a gift. And it's also a gift to yourself as well. If you don't have issues with that, then just let it be a gift to yourself. Let it be about pampering yourself. Let it be about, I deserve to feel more joy. Whatever motivates you, do what works. And so I'm going to give you 3 tricks now for bringing more joy into your life. And with each of these tricks, I'm also going to give you a resource so that if you want to dive deeper into that particular trick, it's a resource and a way that you can take advantage and find a way to go deeper into that particular tip. Okay, here we go. Trick number 1 is actually very, very simple, very easy, and very easy to forget to do. So even though it seems a little bit obvious, I'm putting it out there because it is a very effective trick. That is to consciously choose to focus on things that lift you up and make you laugh. So in terms of entertainment, TV, movies, books, what are you choosing? Are you choosing something that makes you feel good? Or are you choosing something that after you watch it, you notice you feel more tense, more stressed, more fearful than before you watched it? So it's really making that choice. And I'm not saying don't ever watch a dark, moody, tense movie. I'm saying make a conscious choice about it and also consciously choose to balance that out with things that make you feel good. Notice how you feel. Do you feel lifted up? Do you feel more lighthearted? Or do you feel more stressed out? So these are things to just notice about what you're choosing to focus on. And so the resource on this one is this YouTube channel. It is filled with videos that are about lifting you up and making you feel good. And starting in early 2021, thank God, let's look forward to 2021, right? Let's hope that it's much, much better than 2020. So early in 2021, I will be doing weekly videos again on this channel, and they're going to be about inspiration and laughter. So if you would like to be notified when that happens, number 1, you can subscribe if you're not subscribed already. You find that subscribe tab right underneath this video. And when you tap on it, you'll also see a little bell icon, and that's where you can let YouTube know your notification preferences. So you can let YouTube know that you'd like to be notified when the new videos are coming out again. So find that subscribe tab if you haven't subscribed already. And if you are already a subscriber, then you can look forward to my new videos coming up in 2021. So trick number 2 is about consciously choosing to find ways to open up to positive feeling states right now. And there are so many different ways to do this, and that's a lot of what I teach. So I'm not going to dive deeply into that in this short video. However, you can start by realizing, having the awareness that it is even a choice. Because so many of us think that I feel this because this crappy thing's happening. Or, how can I feel joyful with all this stress in my life? Or whatever it is, that we think that the external dominates how we feel. And honestly, life is too precious to let hassle after hassle dictate your inner state of being. So there are ways to shift out of that, and I'm going to give you one option in just a moment to get you started in that direction. But I will preface it by saying, if you are already feeling flooded with intense anger or grief or fear, anything of that nature, that's not the moment to try this trick, okay? So, however, if you're just feeling more neutral or bored or kind of sort of okay, or maybe not feeling as good as you'd like to, just that's a good moment to look for ways to make a shift. So the trick I'm giving you here is to ask yourself questions that lead you in that direction of how you want to feel. So you can ask yourself things like, what would make me feel a little bit better right now? Or if I felt peaceful right now, what could that be like? Or if I felt joyful right now, what would be different? So these are the kind of questions you can ask. It's a very powerful thing to do, which leads me to your second resource, which is 10 powerful questions to rediscover your joyful self. And it's a free giveaway on my website. You can find it at joyfulbeing.com/questions. And again, it's these questions to help open you up to consider the possibility of joy, to remember what makes you feel joyful, and to open up that process of starting yourself in a more joyful direction. So I will leave that link for you below in the video description, and you can check that out. Trick number 3 is taking baby steps in the direction of joy. So often we think small steps don't count. We don't value them. They're not enough. We're looking for the big event, the big personal transformational growth experience, the giant leap. But really, baby steps will get you there. You know, you think about a big event that you look forward to and, oh my God, it's going to feel so good. It's going to be so wonderful. And then it comes and it goes, and then you go back to the same old, same old. You don't want to go back to the same old, same old. That's not how to create a more consistently joyful life. But with baby steps, you're more likely to actually be able to fit them into your life. And if you fit them in more consistently, they will take you where you need to go. And so that you also have those small moments of joy sprinkled throughout your life, so that the entirety of your life in an ongoing long-term basis has more joy in it, rather than just looking forward to the big vacation or the big family gathering or whatever. You have that joy in the sweet moments of everyday life. So your resource on this one is a program I created called the Joyful Self Jumpstart. And it takes you through 7 simple, easy baby steps to reconnect you with your joyful self, so that you can view life through the eyes of joy and the joyful essence within you. And so it's really simple, easy process to go through. And if you happen to be catching this video when it first comes out, I'm actually having a half price sale right now, a little Cyber Monday sale going on, that you can get it for half price until midnight Eastern time, Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. However, if you're catching this video long after the half price sale is over, it's still a steal for the value, because you could easily spend more money going out to the movies, and that would only give you one evening of enjoyment. And this program is about bringing more enjoyment, more joy into your life for the long run. So you can check that out at joyfulbeing.com/joyful-self. And on that page, you can also watch the first 2 videos for free, so you can kind of check it out, see if it feels like a good fit for you. And I will leave that link in the video description for you as well. So just to review your 3 tricks. Number 1, focus on things that lift you up and make you laugh. Number 2, open up to feeling better now. Don't wait for things to be perfect. And number 3, take a baby step. Then when you're done with that baby step, take another baby step, and so on. So you'll find the links to all the resources in the video description, and have fun playing with them, and feel free to let me know how it goes.